Let's see. What's happening, everybody? Don, what's happening? Jerome? Brian Ludwig? Oh, wait a minute, guys. I am not supposed to give shout-outs. Okay? Not supposed to. We have some people that want to leave comments, say, don't do shout-outs. Don't say people's names. And also don't talk about certain things either. I got one thing to say to that individual. It's my channel. You don't like it, don't watch, unsubscribe, see you later. Doesn't hurt me a bit. What's up, PJ? See, people don't like it when you tell them like it is. But anyway, we're feeling feisty today. Well, I'll tell you what's happening, Brian. I get tired of people telling me about other YouTube channels and what's going on. And it's nice to have people set things straight in this business because, let's face it, it's hard enough as it is. And then we get other individuals out there talking about these companies and how great they are. And we have, I believe, 2 individuals in here right now that were there at that company. And I know one is in here that finished a lease with that company. He can do it. They cannot. Because he has the will to do the drill. He's got the drive. The other ones do not. Just by looking at everything that's going on. So, we talk about rates. Still the spot market beats the dedicated stuff or direct customer stuff. People say, oh, no. Yes, it does. It does. But what people don't understand is consistency. Right? You do have consistency with direct freight, dedicated customers. There's consistency there. Are you going to make as much money? No. But then it also comes along with what are you running? What's your running areas? Do you have to be home? Or is it something you want to do to be home? So there's a lot of factors that deal with trucking that a lot of these folks aren't willing to do, but yet they tell everybody else this is the way to do something, and it's not always that way. Let's see here. I'll put this up in case anybody wants to join in. There's the link. We'll let people join in. I'll tell you right now, if you come in, we'll let you say your piece, maybe. But we do have the dump button. Anybody wants to know, that's a sign. That's my new YouTube channel. If you want to go to it, subscribe. Of course, there's going to be disclaimers, right? It's for entertainment purposes only. Veterans Trading Group. We're going to do that. And we're going to have some live views, live trading on the air. We got somebody coming in. What up, Dean?
What's up, man?
I don't know, man. Fuel discounts at truck stops. Depends on where you get your fuel discount from, right? There's a lot of fuel discounts in the area where you're making a whole lot more money off the gallon of fuel than a big mega carrier is providing their independent contractors. And why is that? What's the difference, Dean?
Well, they're going to keep the money.
Right. They're keeping a large portion of it.
Yeah. It's their business.
Right.
You're just a willing participant.
Yes. Right. You signed a contract. And that's the thing between mom and pop carriers, small carriers, to the megas. The megas are going to take money from every aspect of the business, which means if they sell you tires on their national account, they're making money on it. They're making money on it every time you use their fuel card, because their philosophy is, hey, if we give you this fuel card and we negotiate these fuel discounts, we need to get a piece of that. Right? That's how they do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And they're gonna get theirs every time.
Right.
Every time.
And Big Mac says they only supply this kind of fuel at their terminals. Right, Big Mac. But if you look at, let's say, our fuel discount, it was 22 cents cheaper than that terminal's discount. In the T.E.N, it was what? 17 cents or so, 18 cents cheaper? Yours?
Yeah, about three. Yeah, 359, 360. Yeah.
Yeah, so about 20 cents cheaper, and you're a one truck.
Right.
Go figure. Unbelievable.
So you think about it, Jeff. I thought about this. So everybody wants to talk about fuel discounts industry-wide, and everybody says, well, my fuel discount's better, my fuel discount's this or whatever. At the end of the day, those people that are pushing said fuel card, they're getting commission on that deal. Okay? So if there was some great program out there where you're going to be better year over year, everybody would be there. At the end of the year, everybody's going to be the same. I mean, roughly. I mean, it's going to be within pennies. To me, it's a sales game, right? Everybody's selling it. Who can they get to switch? The people that are selling it to you are getting a decent commission, I'm sure. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. And so, yeah, you might be better 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But at the end of the year, 3 cents, depending on how many miles you're at, or how many miles, gallons. Look, if it's worth it to you, I guess it's worth it. But I think at the end of the day, you have to look. One, do you have access to like EFS? Do you have access to all your fuel stops? Because if it's not all in one place and you're moving money around, that could be cumbersome at the end of the year to try and handle business. Just saying.
Right. I got to give a shout out. My favorite YouTuber, Alaska Trucker.
So is that 3 cents worth it? I don't know.
Hey, well, acceleration rule, we're not talking about a company guy, right? We know company guys has benefits. Zero liability is something to think about. We're not talking about company guys. We're talking about lease operators that lease their trucks on to big companies. The difference between big companies and small companies. And all the big companies take a piece of the pie on everything they offer. Even right here, Brian's got it right. They even make money on the plate programs.
Yeah.
Right? They make money on IFTA.
Yeah.
Because when I was at a mega, 2 megas, my IFTA was always expensive. Then when I did my authority, I hardly paid any IFTA. So what changed? Nothing. I ran the same. So they have a fee baked in there, right? An administration fee. So they're making money on doing your IFTA for you. They're making money on tires you buy, fuel you buy, ELD probably. If you're at one of those companies, you got to do that. Getting your pay, like if you're at one of those Florida big outfits, you got to pay them to get a paycheck. Can you believe that, Dean?
I can.
Yeah. So every time you get your fuel card loaded with a percentage of your line haul, there's a fee. When I was there, it was like $1.75. It still might be that. I don't know. That was a long time ago. And every time you get your paycheck, they charge you that same fee. And I see that on their thing that there's a fee to turn your paperwork in. Turn your paperwork in so they can get paid. That makes no sense. It does on a monetary basis. They're getting rich off it, right?
Oh yeah.
What does Shannon say? She said, that's right. Had Southland Transportation try to poach me from light trucking today. Who is Southland Transportation? We'll have to look those up, Dean. They're trying to poach.
Wow.
Here, let me search them on the web.
I've heard of them.
I wonder.
Well, I think.
I wonder what he told him. What'd you tell him, PJ? Let's see what these guys. Oh, they got some big maroon trucks. Ooh, they got your Freightliners. Freightliners you like. They got a couple Macs. They got some Volvos in there. Superior service for all your transportation needs, actually. Contact us. They're out of North Carolina. Drivers. Let's see what they got here. Might as well check them out, right, Dean? Let's see who they are.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Company drivers. Owner operators. Let's see. Competitive weekly paychecks. Tax and insurance, parts and tire discounts. No trailer. Home time. Certified diesel repair shops. No forced dispatch. Trailer leasing options. Home time. Well, they're going to dispatch you.
What is no forced dispatch? They've been saying that stuff, Jeff, for eons.
30 years. It is forced dispatch. It's forced.
Always.
Because here's the thing. If I'm your dispatcher, Dean, and I give you a dispatch and you tell me, no, I'm not doing that. I offer you another dispatch, you say no. Where do you think you're going on the list?
At the bottom.
The bottom. I'm going to forget about it. And if you don't move that day, doesn't hurt me any. And that's how it works, right?
That's right.
Who's watching a football game? What game is that? What was it? Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
We're not saying they're not a good company, freight trucking. We just looked at what they offer. Now, I don't want to be dispatched. And I'm not going to go to anywhere where I have to be dispatched. Right? That's not happening. Because to me, it's like this. If you are forced to have them dispatch you, then you're letting that $10, $12 employee be the CEO of your trucking company. Is that not correct?
It is.
And see, that's what guys don't understand. Oh, no, they're dispatcher. No, they're not your dispatcher. They are running your company. Now, it's different if you hire a dispatch service because You're telling that guy exactly what you want, how much you want to run for, the lowest you want to run for, exactly what area you want to run in, and so forth. And then if you don't want to use them, sometimes you can pick your own stuff, and then you can go back and use them again. But if you're at a company that's company dispatch, you're stuck with whatever guy or gal they give you, and they don't know or give two you-know-whats about how much your truck is, how much your home costs are, and everything. They don't. They know zero, but they are the chief executive officer of your company.
That's right.
Because they can make you or break you.
Well, in that dispatch service, they have some skin in the game, number one, and usually they're paid on percentage.
Right.
But having skin in the game is everything. Without that, then, I mean, if the company guys, yeah, they may be getting a bonus or some sort of commission, but it's nothing compared to what you would get on the open market.
Right. So let's say over here, people use Steve, our dispatch service, right? If they use Rig Runner Logistics dispatch service, it's to Steve's benefit to get them the highest paying load we can find that meets the parameters. And to negotiate higher than what's posted.
Right.
Right? Because the more you get, the more reward it is. Where a company dispatcher is getting hourly pay, no matter if they give you a 50-mile run or a 2,000-mile run. Makes no difference to them.
And not only that, but that, about that healthy fear is good, because that owner operator can free your future up at any moment. You don't have that ability if you're a company guy.
Right.
It's really the other way around.
What's the acceleration rules say? The 18% rate is the only thing preventing me from buying a truck. When, like, Financial starts offering financing at 10%, let me know. Oh, well, Dean Financial offers 10%.
Yeah, that's what I got. I actually didn't even get that on my first truck. I didn't get 10. I didn't get 18. I was at 12.
Well, last year, before the rates went up, there could have been a possibility of Financial. I mean, if people want to do 10%, I go get the loan at 3 to 4%. And if you could get 10, that's better than a bank, isn't it?
Well, 10% for a first, or even, I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different, but it's your first truck. I don't know what's reasonable. I guess it depends what you're buying too.
Your first truck, usually, even back in the early 90s, was anywhere from 12 to 20% on your first truck. Most people, if they bought a Freightliner back then, in the early 90s, and it was a used truck, Freightliner would come in around 15%. That was normal on a first truck. Right? So 18% is normal. If you're a first-time buyer, no experience, that's usually what they hit you with.
I just pack a few bags and come back in a year and then refinance it, and then you'll be all right.
Right. You take a hit, right? So it's the same thing with, like, right now. People say, well, no one's going to buy a house right now because it's double the rate. Is it not? It was 3% at the beginning of the year. Now it's 6.5% to 7%. People are still buying houses. Why? Because if it ever goes back down there, which it probably will not, but if it does, then people just refinance.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Stick and Clutch? Minus 6.5%, says PJ. Yeah, but that's not your first finance, though. That's like your second or so. I got 13 on my first truck and 9 on my second truck and 9 on my trailer, says Snorlord. Right. So just, your first truck is going to be between 13 and 20%, depending on your credit, depending on if you're getting a Freightliner going through, was it Daimler Chrysler? Chrysler. Yeah, Volvo's Daimler Chrysler. Freightliner's just Freightliner credit, right? Or PACCAR Financial or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going through the truck manufacturer's credit, you're paying higher, no matter what. You're going to pay higher. They're going to charge you that. Just like if you go in to Wabash and buy a Wabash trailer through Wabash Credit, Wabash Financial, they're going to charge you a higher interest rate. Plus, there's you cannot prepay early. If you prepay early, you're paying all the interest of that contract. So you better read the contract. Frank Anthony says, mine was 20% of my first truck from Aero Truck Sales. And he's laughing so hard he's crying about it.
Wow.
But still, if you look at the truck, it might not be bad. If you get a good enough price,
Right.
what's 20% when it's spread over time?
Right.
I mean, you can go to a loan calculator on, here, let's go to there and let's take a look. We'll get some examples. So if you buy a $70,000 truck, used truck, right? And you do 4 years on it, and you get 10%, you're at $1,775 a month, which new trucks are $3,300 plus, right?
Give or take.
Give or take. So let's say you go to 20%. You're at $1,775 at 10 at 4 years. That extra 10% puts you at $2,130. It's $355 extra per month. So $2,130, you're still $1,200 a month less than a new truck. So is it going to kill you? No.
No.
And if you take that into a $50,000 truck, 4 years, 20%, $1,500. So how do you do that? Here's how you combat 20%. Pay double payments. Right? Act like you got a new truck. Pay $3,000 a month. Then you're not paying that much interest.
Or just figure out what the daily interest is, and then if nothing else, just make 1 or 2 weeks, try to either equal or catch up to whatever that daily interest is, because it's all simple
Right.
interest, simple daily interest.
Exactly.
Because if you take that simple daily interest plus the principal, I mean, it's usually, I mean, you'll probably be on something like that, you'll be less than $100 a month or $100
Right.
a day.
So if you're at 20% in 4 years, paying monthly, you'd pay $23,000 and some change in interest, right? That's paying every month. Now, if you send in a weekly payment,
Right.
you can get the interest down to $22,500. You save yourself over $500 over the course of the loan, right? But if you just make if you make extra payments towards the principal, then you can really chop the interest down.
Yeah.
And there's calculators in there that you can figure that out. What happens if I pay an extra payment every other month or every month? It'll tell you, you'll save X amount of dollars in interest. And you get the loan paid off a lot faster. So still, those high interest isn't going to kill you as long as you don't buy that brand new truck at that rate. If you stay under $100,000, you can manage that payment. Because some guys will go in for $100,000 at 5 years, right? And at 20%, payment's $2,600. But if you get it to 10%, that takes 26 down to 21. So it's a $500 a month difference. Would you buy a brand new truck if paying that high cost to guarantee a few years of trouble-free operation? I would probably buy a fairly used truck, 1 or 2 years old, that would still have, at least 3 years of warranty left. Because you're going to save a whole lot of money in interest. Because at 10%, here's the difference. If you take a nice used truck with a couple years of warranty left, and you can get it for, let's say, $100,000, you're paying $27,000 interest over 5 years on 10% on 100. But if you go buy a brand new truck at $225,000 at that same, you're paying $47.80 a month for that truck. With $61,000 interest.
But I think too, Jeff, I think it depends on what kind of capital they have saved for a rainy day. Because I mean,
here you go.
No, I agree with you, but I think for some people, it may make sense to buy that new truck, depending on.
Let me blow this up for you, Dean. Let me blow this up for you. Shannon's got something to tell you.
Hey, listen, I've had a heck of a time in the last week. I bought glasses twice in the last week, and still they don't have them right. So I can't. I mean, I'm blind as a daggone bat. I can't see nothing. It's terrible.
Stoller says, Shannon, all that vape mist screws with his eyes.
I'm already blind, so I can't see anything. I told Jeff earlier, I said, man, I can't go on there. I can't see anything.
Brian says, I'll be paying off the 2016 Freightliner that I bought in September 2020. Next week, payments total $104. 27 months to pay it off. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Be rolling a paid off truck.
That's right.
That's right. Here, let's paste this in there. So what else we got to talk about, Dean? We got the trading group coming up, and I said I'll start doing some videos in that. I'm waiting for a tool to come in. I think it'll be here tomorrow or Wednesday. It's in the air right now on a plane. So I'm waiting for a tool to come in. Then I'll show people, in that channel of what tools I use. Charting tools and things like that to gauge some of the stocks. And we talk about stocks off the air all the time, right?
Yep. We do. Yeah, hey, listen, you've had a blunder. I had a blunder last week. It wasn't real good. Those are. I guess it happens, right? It happens.
If you got into Carvana when it dropped like a rock, I mean that thing dropped like a rock. It went all the way down in the threes. And if you'd have bought that thing at the end of the day when it lost all that money, the next day that thing soared right back up into the fours, and then the next day it went back up to close to 6, but it's back down again.
But what did we say? If you went, so it was at 7, right? The night before, it dropped. And what did we figure? If you would have $500, no, yeah, was it $500? How did we figure that up last week? $500 would have made you like $250,000, I think, something like that. We figured out if you would have known, right? I mean, there's no way to know, but if you would have known, right?
No, $5,000 on an
5,000,
option. 5,000
right?
on an option.
Right, but we did several scenarios, but I think one of
Right.
them was $5,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just shows you the power, the power of the market, what you can do. And you need some luck, though, just like trucking or buying glasses. You need some luck.
Right. You'll need some luck. That's for sure.
I need some luck. These darn things better be in tomorrow, man. I'm so tired of this. Yeah,
You're so tired?
man. I can't see anything, man. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Let me see if I can find this calculator.
Well, there's several out there.
Okay, so
yeah,
we did this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
I think I saved it. I think.
Yeah, the option price was like, I think it was just a couple cents on that back then, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna look because I'll be here all night.
Right. And if you would have bought, let's say, 50 contracts, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so on that price, if you would have did 500 contracts, which would be 50,000 shares, right? And if they're at 3 cents a share,
Yep.
then you would have profited $375,000.
That'd be a good day, right? Be a good day.
That'd be a good day.
Just gotta become friends with Martha Stewart. That's all. Get that insider knowledge.
Insider knowledge. So what else are we talking about?
Well, let's see. What can we talk about, man? It's the end of the year. Make plans for next year, right?
Heck yeah.
See what you did wrong. See what you can do better. Hey, T.E.N knows. I sent him all my stuff. I need. Well, it's just too much stuff. That's what I got going on, Jeff. That's it.
That's it?
Getting ready to shut it down for the year. Man, I'm going to work another few more days, and I'm basically home now. But I'll work a couple more days, and then that's it until I'm going to go back to work after the national championship game. I'm a Jim Harbaugh fan, so I want Michigan to win.
Really?
Yeah, I like Harbaugh. He was good at Stanford. I did like him when he was with the Niners, but I hope he can pull it off. I don't know.
Heck yeah. He can pull
We'll
it
see.
off.
There's some good teams, man. TCU's in there. I don't think TCU's really going to give. I don't know. I think that's going to be too big of a moment for him, but we'll see. I mean, Michigan's got a shot. We'll see what happens.
They do have a shot.
Yeah. See, college football is really more about the coach. Like you got Nick Saban. the program. College is about the coach, and then pros are really about the players. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I
Right.
look at it. You know, although you got coaches in the NFL like Andy Reid, you know, but not many. College is more coaches. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what shakes out. I can't believe Ohio State made it in there. I was bummed out they made it in there. I thought they were going to put Alabama ahead of Ohio State, but oh well.
Yeah, I think Michigan, if they're close in the first half, they will win it in the second half because they're a good second half team.
We'll see. They got 2 more games to play, so we'll see what happens. So I'm
Yep,
gonna
we'll
be home
see.
for that. What's that?
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna do nothing for a few weeks. That's it, man. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing.
You have nothing?
I'm trying to get my glasses tomorrow. That's it, man. Ain't got nothing. Rates are good though. Rates. Well, you and I talked earlier. Rates are. I think the rates are okay. I mean, if fuel keeps dropping, rates are. I'm not saying they're great, but they're not horrible.
Right?
You know what I mean? Just gotta be careful.
You just got to be careful. You're right.
That's it.
Acceleration rules bought silver earlier in the year at 13. Now it's 18. Not a bad year for physical metal. Nope. That's good. Look at Samsara stock that we followed, Dean.
Right.
It was
13 bucks.
$9 what last week. Now it's back to 13, almost 14.
Right.
Yeah. And of course, Nordic Tank Lines that I've been talking about for a long, long time. The gentleman that bought that back when it was a dollar something, $1.67, $1.70, and it's up in the high threes right now. He more than doubled his money. He still has them. He still has those shares.
Yeah. I bought them a few years ago. I still got them.
But yeah, I'll get that channel up and rolling, and those shows will be around 9:30 in the morning because that's when the market opens, and we'll just be showing some things.
9:30.
And the way we'll look at it, right? Because it'll be a trading group, right? So anybody that joins the channel and everything can get in there. We can talk about stocks and things like that other people are looking at. Plus, the software I use, they have live chat rooms with hundreds and hundreds of people in them, and everybody talk about what they're seeing moving, and we can listen in on their chat. So it'll just be a fun time, entertainment. It's entertainment purposes, right? So what I'll tell everybody, if you're new to the game, go to Ameritrade, E-Trade, or something like that. Start out with a paper account, right? Just sign up for an account, but do a paper trading account, which means you can practice, making or losing money, and it doesn't affect you because you can practice it. And that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, start small.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? If you use a paper trading account, it's not a real account, right? So you could practice some of these strategies and see how you would make out if it was actually your money. So then if you lose a lot, you're learning from mistakes, right? But it doesn't cost you nothing.
Right.
Because when I look at charts and things, I see things different because I started trading back in early 90s. So I've been looking at these things for 30 plus years. To where a lot of people, they look at a chart and they really don't know what they're looking at. right? Do they know what the resistance levels are? Do they know what the volume means? You know, do they know what stocks are being shorted and coming up for the short squeeze? And so forth. Yeah, acceleration rules, it's a lot different nowadays. The brokerages send you a nice 1099 deal with all your stock trades on there, and you can group them in a lump as long as it matches what they send to the IRS. So if you put everything that's on that form on your return, it's simple. And if you forget something, and the IRS sends you a letter saying, "Oh, well, you owe this much money because you had, thousands of these dollars in stocks and you didn't claim them," then you look at that form. Especially if you have different brokers, you might have forgot one. Then you just send that in with the little paper they send you, and they say, "Okay, we fixed your return for you," and they do it for free. So that's why I don't understand why everybody has a big deal about doing their own taxes and say, "Oh no, I use an accountant." Well, if you forget something, they're going to let you know. Just send them the documentation, and they fix it, and you just move on. And sometimes they'll send you money back. Sometimes. Sometimes. I hope I learned something. I watched 1600 turn to 450 this year. I am dumb. No. What happened was you followed the SHIB wagon. The SHIB. The doggy coin, right? The Doge coin, the SHIB, and that stuff. The XRPs. I remember some people saying, "Man, XRP, man, you got to trade XRP." Well, to get to XRP, you had to go to all these other exchanges. Some were foreign exchanges. That thing's
that's
39 cents.
That's a hassle.
Yeah. See, people made a lot of money on Dogecoin and SHIB if you got in at the right time and got out of the wave at the right time.
Right.
But what usually happens is if you're an inexperienced trader and you're listening to the hype, they get you in there because they need you in there. Because the more people that flood that market drives that price up. And when it gets to a certain point, if you're not in the group, they all sell. And you're left holding the bag with nothing in it. Right? Look at Dogecoin. That went all the way up to what, 70 something cents? And now it's sitting back down at 9 cents. So if you were up there at 65, 70 cents and bought a boatload of it, thinking it's going to go to 1, 2, 5, or like Bitcoin, 17, 60,000 and so forth. Look at Bitcoin even. It got up to like 60 something, almost $70,000. Sitting at 17 grand right now. That's a big drop. Almost like that heart attack you had with your Carvana. You wake up one morning, they're talking restructure, maybe bankruptcy, and the market slaps them hard.
But I played it the right way, though. I did good.
Right?
Until I didn't. Now, I made that one boo-boo.
I got some options on Carvana, right?
Yeah. No, we both did pretty good on it at the end of the day. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It beats a kick in the you-know-what.
Right. I mean, that's like when I was trying out because I do a lot of forex trading, and I'll get into that and show how that works. But something similar to forex is if you trade the weeklies and options, which means you're trading an option that expires at the end of the day, right? So you're going to get in there at 9:30 in the morning, and sometime you're going to buy an option, a call or a put, and you got to sell it before the end of the day, or you're losing all your money that you put into it, right? So you can either make some on the way or done. And I was doing SPX the other day, and I was only in it for what, a couple, maybe a minute, Dean, for $120, and I got back out.
Yep.
Because it's volatile, right? It's really volatile. But if I would have stayed in it, I would have made $1,200.
Made some money.
Because it went up, yeah, it went up $27. Well, I had a put. It went down $27 by the end of the day. But then today, it's up $45.
Damn.
So that's a big swing. So if you had a call today, you made some good money.
Yeah. I know. I think that Carvana is something to watch between now and we'll see what is the I would say like the 22nd, 23rd, right before Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know. I got their 1 minute chart up on here for today.
Well, it's on the phone.
They had some good swings.
Yeah.
Because, if you played it intraday, I mean, they had some good swings. Because they were down at 481 at, let's say, 2 o'clock. And then by 3:10, they're up over $5. So that's a 20-cent move.
Well, I think the other one, too, is I think the other one to watch is Rivian.
Right.
Between now and Christmas. Because think so. Here's my thought process in that. If the gas keeps going down, I think that's going to impact all these electric companies, right? I just think that's going to have an impact. We don't know. And, it's right before Christmas. I don't know. But they've had a good run, though. Rivian's had a decent run the last, I would say, week or so.
Now, I played ExxonMobil, right? XOM.
Uh-huh.
I played XOM earlier in the week and did real well on that. But that thing was doing well today, too. Because that's, ExxonMobil's got quite a bit of movement in it.
What about Rumble? What's Rumble doing? Did they do anything today?
Yeah, they done about as good as Trump's latest speeches. They rumbled right on.
Yeah, I remember when I called you and said, "Hey, man, you got to check it out."
Yeah, you got to check Rumble out, man.
I'm never going to live that one down, that's for sure.
Rumble is sitting at $7.90.
Wow.
$7.90.
Hey, you know what? But Jeff, think about it. Who was sitting at $7.90 last week this time? Carvana.
Yeah, they're at $4.89 today.
Just saying.
So, I mean, Rumble was up around $12, right? Yep. They were up around $12 when you started talking about it. And they just been getting killed for,
I know,
really no reason. Now, when they come out with their actual earnings per share on February 19th, if they beat their earnings, they're going right back up.
Right.
That's the key. February 19th is the key to Rumble's.
Well, they got some good, but they have some good investors in that. I'm just saying, if you know the folks that are invested in that, there's some heavy hitters invested in Rumble. I'm just saying.
Right, they're in it for the long run,
Yep,
right?
for sure.
So, Rumble's a good option play,
I
but you got
think
to buy a
so.
lot of time, right? You got to buy a lot of time on it. So you'll pay
I,
that
I
premium
think
for the time.
Rivian. Well, I think Rivian would be a good option too because that's that. I mean, there's a lot of play in that with Rivian. I don't know.
Let me
I like
see.
Rivian. Carvana.
These are all the stocks in my portfolio. Well, most of them.
I don't know. I just want to make some daggone money this
Well, it's
year.
not going to show you because we got a green screen up. The
We
green
need to
screen
make
don't like that.
we need to make a fortune next year. Is what we need to do.
Well, we'll see what we can do, right? That's what that channel is going to be about. So we can just go in there and just talk stocks, silver, gold, whatever people want to talk about, forex, futures. If you're a futures trader, come in there and teach people about futures if you want. And I'll have on a screen the tools I use, and we'll just all sit in there and just have a good old time, right? It's entertainment purposes,
That's right.
and we'll just let
I'm i
it keep running.
I'm going to buy an eyeglass company. I think next year.
You need an eyeglass company.
I was waiting for you to catch it.
So,
I got to buy something.
Dean, you have the worst luck, right? Your
Sometimes,
glasses mess up on you.
man, I tell you what,
You
this
roll
is
into the Walmart. You give your glasses to the person. They drop them, actually step on them. Then they tell you to come back in the morning, but they tell you got to leave or they tow your truck. So you leave, you come back, your glasses aren't done. They give you a ticket for parking in the back. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, holy man, who are you talking about?
Um, oh, sir, what's up, buddy? Crypto's only good if you're going to day trade and on it. Exactly. That's what I do. Long term
Right,
is pointless. Right. So if you
right.
look at the movements, for right now, Bitcoin is up. It was up $209 today, but right now they're back. They're only up 571 in the past hour, 17,147. Now, you're probably not gonna be able to see that chart. Well, you can see that chart.
Yeah, we can see a little bit.
But the problem with crypto is this, and here's the problem: you got to have big movements in crypto to make money day trading, because most exchanges have a big spread. For example, if you're day trading crypto on Robinhood, because if you trade on Coinbase, you're paying huge fees, right? Coinbase has huge fees, and so does Binance. But if you put it on, let's say Robinhood, and I hit buy, now watch, the price is 17,153. They're saying 17,216, right? Well, that's like $63 spread. So it's got to go up $63 before you start making money. You're going to be in the hole, right? There's that spread. So if you bought one Bitcoin, let's say, you're $63 in the hole as soon as you buy it.
Yeah,
Compared to
good luck.
where day trading a stock, most stocks are a penny apart. Some are a nickel, but not very many of them. Most of them are a penny apart. So the stock's trading for $11.50. The sell price is $11.49. Right? So if you buy 1,000 shares of it, you're only down a few dollars. I did some Forex tonight, Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't hit it for much. It was, let's see. I didn't play with a whole lot of money on that either.
Hey, listen, my motto in 23 is just going to be go big or go home. That's what I told Sam, man. Go big or go home, baby.
Let's see. $64.40.
Look, I'm gonna risk it all. I can't mortgage my house, so I won't do that. But hell with it. I'm gonna
Right.
mortgage everything. You know, with a T-shirt, jeans. I'm just messing with you.
All right. Anyway, this is probably a boring live feed for everybody, right? I mean, we could talk trucking, but we've already talked trucking.
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 Hey, listen, it's getting ready to get colder than you know what.
Hey,
Next
you sitting in
week,
your driveway? Are you in your driveway in your truck doing a video?
No, man, look, I even show you proof. I'm at a truck stop.
That looks like a KW.
I work today.
That looks like a KW.
Well, I have the seat turned around, that little swivel seat.
You know,
Yeah, we're just chilling.
If a certain truck driver parked next to you, we know that you'd be able to go sit in the passenger seat, even if you're a KW guy. You'd be allowed to sit.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. I missed the W9 for a lot of reasons.
And
right?
you'll learn why the Freightliner's the better truck.
No, well, I don't know. So
it's a joke, Dean.
Nah, listen. I like the Freightliners though with the new style seating they have in the back. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of liking this setup here, but I still miss the W9, of course. But this, I mean, it's all right, you know. I mean, I feel like I'm driving an overgrown Prius,
Right.
but it's all good, man.
Hey,
listen, you can't beat the fuel savings. I mean,
right.
the fuel savings is, yeah, it's significant to say the least. It's worth it.
Yeah, Dean, I got the 17 February put options on Carvana.
Well, $5 I didn't do that. Remember, last week I just did the week, but I did good. But then,
right, you did the weekly, yeah.
Oh, you got it, yeah. But it was a little more expensive, but you know, we still got out all right. It wasn't the end of the world.
Right, you did all right.
We did all right. I'm telling you, 23, we're going big or we're going home, baby. That's how it's going to go down. Heck with it.
23 is going to make history.
Oh, one way or the other.
One way.
We'll be broke or we'll just be. No, I'm just messing with you.
We'll know.
Listen, I am gonna. I'm not messing around though. I am good. I'm gonna. I mean, we're gonna treat it like Vegas.
Look, we know Dean if he does well in 2023 because he'll have a Starbucks coffee in his hand or a Starbucks green tea frappuccino every time we see him. If he does bad, he'll have a Pilot coffee in his hand.
Man, listen. I don't know. You know, hey. I'll tell you what. So we just talk trucking for a second. This is my thought, right? So a lot of people, I think, for those that are new, right? Maybe this is their first time they've been in, business on their own or had to do it all, that type of thing. But I remember years ago, and a lot of people say, okay, your first year's tough, second year's easy, but really it's your third year that's the hardest, right? Your third year could be your hardest. I will attest to that. This year has been incredibly challenging, and not necessarily because of rates or anything like that. But if we look back in January in the first quarter, I mean, that was just like shooting fish in a barrel, uh, piece of cake to make money. But um, that second quarter is when the shenanigans began. You know,
Right.
this year's been tough. Just I don't know. I always say, do you have the will to do the drill? But this year it's been tough to do the drill. There's
Right.
no question. Uh, there's no easy way. I don't know what year 4 is going to bring, but like I said, go big or go home. I saw that comment briefly. I get it. Sometimes, man, you just got to go all in, man. We're putting it all on black.
We'll uh we'll show that intro. Want to show that intro for the new channel?
Yeah, man, show it to 'em.
All right. Me and Dean's gonna take about a minute break. Here we go. We're back, Dean. All right, so that's the new intro for that VTG channel. Shoot, it's time to call it quits, ain't it? Dean, I lost your. We can't read lips here, Dean. Snorlord retracted a message. What did he retract? Let's see what Snorlord retracted. All right. We'll see everybody later. I think the Dean's trying to come back in for a second.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
Snorlord says he thinks Starbucks makes you lean left.
All right. So maybe
Do you lean
I've been
left?
drinking Dunk. Hey, I've been drinking Dunkin' Donuts for the last
Do you
week
lean
and a
left?
half or so. I guess so. Well, I don't know, man. Remember that golf commercial, that ping commercial where the guy would always hit the ball to the left and to the right? That's what I. Sorry, man. That's just kind of like my go-to. I don't know what. I have
Right.
no idea, dude. I can't help you out, brother. Maybe left. I don't know.
There's on that software I use with their live channel rooms. Right now, these guys talk stocks all night long. There's over 1,700 people in there. talking.
Are you willing to give that information up yet or no?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm just asking, bro.
On the channel, we'll show it. You got to watch the channel. That's a whole different channel.
Oh, so that's like a teaser. We get to see that once we get in the channel.
Right.
That's what I
Duncan
hear
will
you saying.
balance you out. All right, man. We're gonna go to bed, man.
What do you say, Duncan?
Yeah, Duncan.
Dunkin' Donuts, baby.
I'll tell you one thing about Dunkin' Donuts. No matter where you get
What's
it
up?
at, that coffee is so hot. You got to wait an hour before you can drink it.
No, it is. It's. Well, I just
It's
get the
brutal.
ice, but I used to drink the hot coffee. But yeah,
All right, Dean. Thanks for coming on. Thanks everybody for watching. And
past my bedtime, man. You kept me up way past my bedtime, man.
Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, one of these days this week, we'll kick off that new channel in the morning.
Okay. I might be home by then. I might be home in the morning.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a fun channel. We just sit in there and just, talk whatever we want. Just, BS with everybody.
No, I think
just
it'll be
hang out.
fun, man. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
make some
talking
extra,
trucking. There's no trucking
Yeah.
talk. It's going to be, whatever you want to talk about,
Cash
what's going on
money.
in the world or personal life, why we watch tickers go on by and talk strategies and things like that.
You gotta make some money. Go
Yeah,
big or
bring
go
up
home.
bring up people's charts, draw some stuff on them. Just take a look at some things and do
So,
some
are you going to
trading.
teach people? Are you going to teach people how to do it from the ground up? I need to interview you. Is what I need to do.
I will be trading live, right? So you'll watch
Okay.
me either make money or lose money. I'll be trading live, and we'll be looking at different strategies and things like that. And like I said, there'll be disclaimers on it and everything else, right? This is for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own homework and investments, and if you want to talk to, investment professionals, but what's making an investment professional? I don't know. There's no degree on
Somebody
that,
that's
is there?
lost. Somebody that's lost a lot of money,
Yeah.
right?
Just like an insurance salesman, right? Someone lost a lot of money, they come back. But
Hey, someone that's had a lot. Hey, Jeff, someone that's had a lot of chargebacks, brother. Right?
That's right.
Woo. They got that buyer's remorse. Damn, how did he do that? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Right. So
See, I
that's
get fired up, Jeff. I'm going to get re-energized here.
re-energize. It's going to be a fun channel, right?
We're going to close some deals, man.
Because if somebody has a trade and they make a bad trade, we can all laugh about it, Say that was a dumb move, kind of like buying SHIB at 0.0007586 and it goes down to 0.0000985.
Just bring a bucket, and this way you can fill it up with your tears, and it's all good, right?
It's all good.
It's all good. We all have good days and bad days. Good days trucking, bad days trucking.
So
Good days
basically,
make money.
what we're going to show is if you have a few $100s, you can still make money with a few $100s.
That's right. We talked about
Right.
1%. 1%.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in the channel. So
Okay.
if you put
all right.
$1,000 into an account, right, or even $500 in an account, let's say $1,000, and if you make 1% on that $1,000 a day, Monday through Friday, that's $100 a day.
Right.
That's $500 a week. That's $2,600 a month or a year. So at the end of that year, your account will be around $3,600. So if you make a 0.5% a day, let's go even lower. That's $50, right?
Right.
And times that by 250 for the week by 52. So you'd be around $2,300. So you double it just doing $50 a day. So you could even go even further closer down than that, right? 0.025%, a quarter of a percent
A day.
So make $25 a day.
Right.
Right?
And that's more than any savings account in America.
Yeah, and this is only 5 days a week because the market's not open on Saturday and Sunday. So it's only 5 days a week. Right? It's 5 days a week. So $25 a day. It's $125 a week times 52 weeks.
There are some good There's some good savings accounts out there right now, but still, but 1% a day, 0.5% a day is still going to make you more money.
Right. And Dean knows I could do $50 a day really easy with hardly no money. Just look at Forex. Every single day, I'm over $50 a day. Today was $64.40. And Dean's seen me have days in the hundreds.
Yep.
But, like I said, if you want $10 a day, I can make $10 on Forex if I watch it and jump in and jump out on one of the runs. You can do that pretty easy for little money. So if you open up, let's say, an Ameritrade account, because Ameritrade has Forex, E-Trade does not. So if you open up an Ameritrade account, you can take some of your deposit over into the Forex side, and you can dabble in that if you want. And I'll even show that, right? I'll even show that. For example, it's trading right now because Forex is 24 hours a day, basically 6 days a week. Sunday at about 6 p.m. I think it starts, and it ends Friday night at 5. But as you can see, I only trade one pair, USD Canadian. And you can see the chart, right? So you can see it run up, hit back down, run back up, and hit back down. So it's on a downslide right now. See the big red line right there? It's on a downslide. So I'm looking at that. Candlestick there. And I wouldn't get in at this point. I'd wait and see what it's going to do because that candle's not finished. But if it finishes where it's at, more likely it's going to go down to the lowest point it was at. And I'd probably wait to maybe one or two more candles to see what's going to happen and then get in. Yes,
Jeff,
national news will give you an edge.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yep.
100%.
100%. Current events.
I have CNBC Squawk Box running because I use Thinkorswim on TD Ameritrade, so that's little television's right in there. And I just listen to that and listen to what they pump and dump on there and watch what's going on. And if you play certain funds, they will follow the market. So if the market starts tanking, those are going to tank. And that's when if you play the weeklies, you can get in and make a quick buck and get out. You don't try to make a killing because you'll get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. And when you pull it out, you'll have no cookies. You have no cookies.
That's a bad feeling. But you know what else too, Jeff, is that guy's right. But also it'll help you if you're booking loads and stuff like that, paying attention to current events.
Right.
will help you with your trucking business as well.
That's right. Right.
And look, I mean, guys like who should Mark Cuban, things like that. But he talks about if people want to invest in what you use daily,
That's right.
right?
For example, Samsara. I
Right.
invest in Samsara. Right. They were
Right.
$30 when they first hit the market. Then they went down. Then they went back up. Then they went all the way down to about $9 a share. Now they're closing on a 14 again, and they were $9 just a few weeks ago. So if somebody would have jumped in or bought more down at the $9 level, they'd be up $5 on that stock right now. Because they're not going out of business.
No.
Because they're one of the biggest ELD providers in the country.
Right. As long as there's trucks, they're not going anywhere.
Well, they're global, right? They sell their
Right.
technology all over the world.
Right.
Yeah. So they're not going nowhere.
Well, isn't that they keep trucking change names to Motive, but isn't that because they wanted to diversify into other sectors?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe you can answer this for me. Why are pallets so hard to find right now?
Interesting. Wood prices? I don't know. Lumber prices?
We talk about used pallets.
Remember when we used to have to do?
shipping?
I remember having to do pallet exchange. Remember that, Jeff? In the
Right.
night, man, that was
And
a pain in the
reefers.
neck. Oh my God.
They done away with that pallet change a lot too, right?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, and a lot of times, most of the time, the stuff now is it's all handled by either the shipper or receiver. But if it goes on cheap wood, they already have the cheap wood. If it's CHEP, then obviously it's CHEP, right? But
Right.
yeah, no, I haven't. When I used to do reefer, even just a few years ago, I never had to do any pallet exchange. But remember we used to have to do. I mean, that was such a pain in the neck. Oh my God, I'd rather have my eyeballs scratched out. That was a hassle.
And some people had the trailers where they put the pallets underneath them. Because they had the
Yeah.
racks. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Pull them out from underneath the trailer and take them back there. What a pain.
Oh
Or
man,
they put the pallets back on you and they give you broken pallets.
Yeah.
You get to the next place, well, we can't take these pallets.
Oh yeah, they
What a
always used to
mess.
tell us, make sure you don't get any broken ones.
Right.
What you want? I'm going to unstack all of these. I mean, what do you smoke?
Because you get to the next place, oh, you got 5 broken pallets, and they charge you, right? They charge you for new pallets, their pallets. What a racket.
I remember
that was a reefer game racket.
Oh my God! Listen, the biggest decision I had to make back then. This is before cell phones, all that. But what did we do first? Go get pallets, or go get a washout? You remember? I mean, which one you do first? Because they were both a pain in the neck, right?
They were. They were a pain in the neck, both of them.
Man. Now I look at the line though. So, I mean, the lines were long back in the day, Jeff. But now the lines to get a washout. Oh my God, man, they're hours.
Right.
You could sit there 2-3 hours just to get a. Forget that mess.
Hey, Big Face Truckers up in here. What's up, buddy?
Wow, what's going on, bro?
Oh yeah, look, we've been honored. Big Face stepped up in here.
We're in trouble now.
We are in trouble. He's also a Freightliner guy.
Freightliner.
Yeah. He's a Freightliner guy and a BMW guy.
There you go. BMW's all right.
He owns 27 BMWs.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got them back like in the 50s all the way to 2022s.
What, pictures?
No, he's got them.
Like real cars?
Yeah, he's got like 5 acres with all these cars on it.
Oh, wow.
With all these BMWs. Yeah.
Hey, look, you know what car? I already told you this, but you know what car is sharp? Is that Mercedes GLS. Woo. That is hot.
I think Big Face will differ with you. Big Face,
No.
tell him what BMW is better than that one. Go ahead, put it up there.
No. They listen, Big Face, the Mercedes GLS, man, that has got the Dean written all over it, man. I'm just saying. That sucker is hot.
Is that the gun bill that they're trying to get in to basically do away with any gun that uses a clip? If that's the one, we have to fight that for sure, because that's just stupid. No, Big Face doesn't have 27 BMWs. He's got a couple, I think. He doesn't have 20.
Okay.
I made that up.
I figured.
Yeah, I made that up.
I figured.
Yeah, that is the bill. Yeah, we can't have that.
I figure you can get him in trouble.
Come on, Whittet says, Fire Dog, perhaps a lot of warehousing storage going on. Consumer spending is down. See, he's got 4 BMWs.
Okay. Which one do you have? Does he have the 7?
What's going on?
You got the 7 Series, the 745. That one's pretty hot.
He's got 1 Hemi, he says.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you, that Mercedes GLS, holy smokes, man. Whew. I like that. I like it. I want to buy it, to be honest with you.
Basically limits it to single-shot rifles and shotguns and muzzlers. What is it? You know, you got shotguns. You can put multiple rounds inside the shotgun. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. This is the far left wackiest stuff. It's not even what the country was founded on. A Lexus V8 gets over 20 miles per gallon.
Lexus V8. Wow. Yeah, I think that one I looked at that Mercedes, I think that it was, I don't know, maybe 18 or something. I don't know.
Right?
I do want a pickup truck, but hell, if I'm going to buy, I mean, man, I'm torn. I don't know what, I don't know. I can't see spending $100,000 on a pickup truck though. If I'm going to spend $100,000,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not going to do anything right now. I can't make my mind up, man.
I'm not buying nothing.
No, you can't. Well, you know what? Right now, you can't buy anything. You know, I'm scared to buy a piece of bubble gum. Come on, man. I am cheap, man. I'm so cheap. I squeak when I walk.
I'm gonna just go down the road and dig up some land and build a barn. That's what I'm gonna do.
Man, just build a hole, man. I mean, you can't even buy. If you buy a piece of gum, I mean, you have to ask yourself, oh man, I heard something good the other day. I won't say it on YouTube, man. I don't want you to get in trouble, brother.
I don't care what you say on YouTube.
Hey, listen, you don't care? Okay, I'm going to tell everybody. You're going to be like, damn, what is wrong with the Dean tonight? Listen, you ready? You want to hear it?
Sure.
Bend over, touch your toes, and spell run.
That's so old. Dude, that joke was going on back in the 80s.
Jeff, I'm hearing all this stuff. I tell you what I hear, and you say, damn, Dean, that is old. How come I'm just hearing it?
This is like the 3rd time you told me something, and I'm like, that's like 20 or 30 years old. I heard that 20 or 30 years ago.
Man, I have lived a sheltered life, man.
Big face trucker, did you actually bend over and spell run 3 times real fast?
Hey, you know what I told a guy in the CB today? I said, listen, a prerequisite to get in trucking is you have to be able to bend over, touch your toes, and spell run 3 times because it's coming. Woo, it's coming.
My diesel pickup out there, it was only a $3,400 charge, but that's for the small diesel.
How come I can't see that? Hey, help me out, Jeff. Can I move this icon here, or will I get disconnected?
Come on,
I'm
Whit, it
afraid.
says, that joke is as old as my grandpa's buckskin rubber.
Damn. Sorry, bro. I've lived a sheltered life, man.
Corny joke, says Big Face. He said, that's a corny joke.
It's all right. I'm corny. I'm good with it. Hey, man. You know, seriously, listen, I'm really going to stir up. The last movie I have watched was Karate Kid, I think, Part 2.
Oh, Mr. Miyagi?
Oh, yes. Step back, Danielson. Step back. Whole fence.
With the crane technique.
Right. I'm telling you, man, I don't even know what to say, Jeff. I find all this stuff out. Oh, shoot. I find all this good stuff out, and I tell you about it, and you're like, damn, Dean, that's old, man.
That's old, Dean.
I'm just hearing about it.
Right?
Come on, help me out, man. You're supposed to at least entertain me and laugh.
You're a Marine veteran.
I am.
And you were my first subscriber to this group.
Yes, I was. I am. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
That's awesome.
At least I can redeem myself with the bad joke.
Fire Dog
now
Mitch.
I'm going to go to
Fire Dog Mitch is also a Marine.
Who is?
Fire Dog Mitch, right here.
Hey, Fire Dog Semper Fi, baby.
He lives 200 feet that way.
Corny joke. Look at Walter. Hey, exactly. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. See, they're sticking up for this. I appreciate that. I need some help, bro. Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi.
Acceleration Rules paid a $10,000 upcharge on a Toyota pickup to get the color I wanted. I'd let him keep the Toyota. All right,
That's
Dean.
serious, bro.
I'm going to bed, man.
I think I'm frozen in time.
Yeah. Well, we're going to cut the live feed. We're going to bed. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. And later this week,
guess we're out of here.
We will go live on this channel right here.
You there?
Behind me.
What
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
What's going on?
LBC, by the time you show up out there in California.
I don't know, brother.
A little late. We're leaving. We're
Dean's got to go to bed anyway.
That's right. Peace.
Wait. Can you hear me, Jeff?
No, we're leaving.
Woo-hoo.